What if your breakfast toast could be the secret to better heart health or the start of a health crisis? The American Heart Association, AHA, has just dropped its most comprehensive guidelines yet on ultra-processed foods, UPFs, sparking debates that could reshape how we shop, cook, and eat. But here's where it gets controversial. The AHA isn't painting all UPFs with the same brush. Some, like certain whole grain breads or low-sugar yogurts, might actually deserve a place on your plate. Or do they? Let's break it down. This revelation comes just days before the second report from the Make America Healthy Again, MAHA Commission, led by none other than Robert F. Kennedy, Jr. The first MAHA report in May already raised alarm bells about UPFs fueling chronic illnesses in children. Now, the second installment is expected to propose sweeping policy changes. Meanwhile, the AHA's new advisory in circulation throws the spotlight on the nuanced truth. While most UPFs are health hazards, a few might sneak into a balanced diet if we're careful about how we define healthy. But wait, how can a food labeled healthy by the AHA still be problematic? That's the part most people miss. Christopher Gardner, a Stanford professor and co-author of the AHA report, warns against complacency. Just because a few UPFs have less sugar or salt doesn't mean they're safe, he argues. The real issue is the additives, flavor enhancers, preservatives, and artificial colors that trick your brain into overeating. We're not talking about junk food 2.0. We're talking about a new kind of health time bomb. And the numbers back him up. New CDC data reveals that 55% of daily calories in American adults come from UPFs, soaring to 62% in children. That's not just shocking, it's alarming. Studies show that each additional serving of UPFs daily raises the risk of heart disease-related death by 50%, obesity by 55%, and even depression by 20%. The AHA's solution? Slash the worst offenders, those loaded with salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, while allowing a limited number of healthier UPFs as part of a balanced diet. But not everyone agrees. Nutrition expert Marion Nestle, a veteran voice in food policy, calls the AHA's approach misleading. The problem isn't just the small number of healthy UPFs, she explains. Even these options can lead to overeating compared to whole foods. Her critique is rooted in a recent UK study where participants lost twice as much weight eating home-cooked meals versus healthy UPFs. That's a stunner. Even when UPFs mimic the nutrient profile of whole foods, they still lose the battle against weight loss. So what's the takeaway? The AHA classifies UPFs into 3 tiers. Least healthy, think sugary drinks, fried snacks, and processed meats. Moderately healthy, like white rice or canned beans with salt. And a narrow category of healthier options, whole grain breads, unsalted nuts, and low-sugar dairy. But here's the catch. These healthier picks are only safe if consumed sparingly and in place of truly processed foods. It's not about banning all UPFs, Gardner clarifies. It's about rethinking which ones we let into our kitchens. Ready to make smarter choices? The AHA's guidelines are clear. Prioritize fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and unsweetened plant-based proteins. Avoid the usual suspects, red meat, sugary snacks, and refined grains. And for those who insist on UPFs, stick to the healthier ones only if they're part of a diet rich in whole foods. Because when it comes to your heart, brain, and waistline, the line between good and bad isn't always what it seems. So, where do you stand? Is the AHA's stance on healthy UPFs a step forward or a green light for the food industry to keep selling processed products? Share your thoughts below, and remember, your next meal might just be the healthiest choice you've ever made.